I was wondering the other day about online games and their different economies because how a game economy usually operates is based off its trading system. So I thought about the many online games out there that utilize a trading system and abuse it or use it in a unique way. I'm not talking about the standard buying and selling or earning something from an event. I went through a ton of online games, some so obscure I haven't even heard of, like Fluff or Fliff, or like World of Cars Online. The fuck is that? I also looked up some old MMOs like EVE Online, but that just made my brain combust from the user interface. It's like I'm hacking into a computer database. In the end though, after a bit of research, I just settled with what I knew based off of experience and knowledge. Because there are just so many MMOs out there with similar trading mechanics. Now, how I found these is just the Google game articles on what are the best economies for online games, and these are the games we have to avoid. First off, I'm gonna start with something that I know. I'm gonna start with Wizard 101. I think it's pretty obvious. There actually isn't a real way to trade anything besides cards known as treasure cards because collectible card game, right? Otherwise, we'd be able to trade gear and have an actual functioning economy without everything being done underground. There's also no auction house for trading either. The way people do this is through Discord to make deals. The system works off of trading treasure cards, majority of which are actual garbage, and it's ironic because maybe just 4 or 5 out of 100 are actually treasure. What I mean by this is the sell value and the rarity of it, which very few have value. Empower is the only treasure card that sells for a lot of gold, and it's the only way to trade for it. The efficient way to get these Empowers are by gardening, which takes time and they aren't guaranteed from the plant. The way people mass produce these cards is quite interesting through gardening. Although it looks weird as if it's one of those sorority initiations in college, it's efficient for players to stack plants on top of each other because their needs have to be taken care of in a big circle. And it's because players are limited by the amount of energy they're given per day. It is all worth it since you get multiple harvests for the entirety of the plant's lifespan, and to do it all over again. And yes, you can't buy gold through eBay or have gold sellers. It doesn't work like that. If you did buy gold, you probably got scammed. So technically, there isn't real world trading per se, besides maybe accounts and treasure cards, but those are really risky. And even if you do manage to get those empowered treasure cards, you have to click on these things 999 times, because there's no number slider. I think it's unique in the fact that it's annoying to jump through hurdles just to get gold. Oh, and if you want to, you can trade these for luxury items that are worth real money, based off an exchange rate. I talked about Fallout 76 before and how it's fun, broken, and a bit repetitive at times. The game does have a trading system, but nobody uses it because it's been broken ever since the release of the game. So, while war never changes, the trading system hasn't either. The trade system is so old-fashioned that you can't trade items one-to-one. You actually have to purchase them from players with currency, or vending machines. The currency in Fallout are caps, which are technically worthless because good weapons and armor are worth more than the 40,000 player cap limit. It's a trade system that's less of trading and more like window shopping on the go. So the way people actually do trade is off of Reddit built on the trust system. They'll make an offer on there and people will bid on it. What people do is they'll lay a paper bag dump on the ground to trade, and whoever drops first either gets scammed or gets an item in return. After the deal goes or falls through, they either get karma or get banned on Reddit. It's a trust system that tries to restore faith back into humanity again in a war-torn America, and it really just works, 95% of the time. Even though I haven't played EVE Online, its trade system is actually pretty unique, albeit advanced and kinda confusing. Like, there's so many skills in that game you need to train up for increasing your margins. It's basically like looking at the stock markets right now. It's literally so advanced that it takes an hour just to learn the trading market fundamentals. I feel like looking at this already makes me well versed in stocks trading. What really makes it unique is just the complex nature of decimals and numbers, and how many ways you can go about profiting. There's so many graphs, man. So if you really are into math class, this game's definitely suited for you. The currency in this game is called Interstellar Credits, or ISK for short. And one of the cool ways you can earn it is by mining. Though, if you saw this 1,000 times, it'd probably be boring by now. But like I said, it's a vast market full of numbers and tons of trade skills you have to level up. Yeah, there's also a queue for this too. Personally, I just scratched the surface of this stuff, and it's very overwhelming to say the least. But I have no doubt I'll be a stockbroker in no time. If you want to avoid complications and learn how to make money, it's quite simple. You buy low and you sell high. I actually didn't want to destroy your brain with math, so this was the best way to describe this game's economy. Habbo Hotel is one of those games that I'm not really familiar with because I didn't play it growing up, since we had better games that didn't try to scam kids. But I saw an interesting video on the game on how the whole economy works based off scams. Similarly to RuneScape, but it works like an actual business, with a hierarchy. And it even translates to being paid in real money, like a job. So much so that the Habbo website has different types of scams listed. What's funny about it is that it's not really regulated due to the nature of scams being quote-unquote giveaways. There are scams, however, that aren't really giveaways like gambling casinos, and those sometimes do get caught by admins, but I recommend you guys give this video a watch if you're interested in a deep analysis of the economy in Habbo Hotel. It provides a lot more information than what I can give at a surface level. I know some people might say, why isn't this game on here? Or that game on here? And I'd say, deal with it. No, but seriously, the reason why is it may or may not be on here because there's so many online games out there to choose from. And all of this stuff is based off of my opinion on what I think is unique, instead of the general find something and sell to user A or B with a trade window.
Roadblocks. Shirts and shirts. Shirts and shirts.
Roblox
And shirts.
Roblox shirts Roblox brings you
Pants.
and pens.
Roblox is a game that everybody knows about, whether you used to play it or know an annoying kid who does. The way people traded back then was very simple. You had a limited item created by Roblox and people could buy it or sell it. That all changed when game developers were given permission to create user-generated content, or UGC for short. It's similar to crafting and selling items, except these were permanent items on the marketplace that will never sell out. Then they were given the option to make limited items which do sell out. And it isn't bad to do that, but if you have 1200 pages of limited items, they aren't really limited. I used to do a lot of trading on this game way back in my youthful years as a tadpole. And to be honest now, I don't know what the hell's even that. There's even AI-generated cardboard cutouts that you can buy as items in the catalog, as well as copyrighted media. So it really shows how little quality control there is for regulating this stuff. It's not all bad though, there's definitely some unique items like Big Monkey's suit, or Nah, I'd Win. And it is a lot cheaper than what Roblox puts out. Also, you can earn some of these items through games within Roblox, but as far as the general trade economy goes for UGC items as well as limited items created by Roblox, it's kinda dead in the water. So if you have any online games that you think is unique or has a unique economy or trading system, please let me know down below so I can make a second part of it. Otherwise, yeah, bye. I was wondering the other day about online games and their different